everyone. We are here at Killarney International Raceway. A little bit cold, but we're here for the Porsche Club Driver Training Day, sponsored by Motul. And if you're looking for high performance oils, Motul is definitely the oils to be putting in your Porsche. Over 160 years of experience. And we're just going to take the guys and sort of take them to a level where they can feel comfortable driving these cars. Look, we know everybody can drive a Porsche, but can you drive a Porsche precisely? And that's what we want to do with the guys today. So stay with us as we're going to take you through a little bit of the driving and what we do with the Porsche Club members as we make them more confident behind the wheel of a Porsche. So I'm standing here with Marsha, and they were nice enough to sponsor the Porsche Club Driver Training Day, Motul Oils. And like I said earlier on, if you're looking for high performance oils that you want to put in high performance cars, this is the brand behind me to be doing that. So Marsha, tell us, thanks firstly very much for sponsoring our Driver Training Day. We really appreciate it. But tell us a little bit why you get involved with us in this Driver Training Day and sponsor an event like this.
Yeah, so I mean, Motul is very involved with Porsche in South Africa. So we supply Porsche. Every Porsche out there has got Motul inside. And we've actually we were talking earlier, I think we've been partners with Porsche Club Cape Town since 2016. And one of the things that I felt it today as well at the driver training is one of our values is passion. And for me, always you can feel the Porsche passion.
Yes.
You know, it's really lovely to see, and everybody, and we can so resonate with that, and that's why we're involved with it. And then, of course, we've got the products. You know, like you say, we've got high performance products for high performance cars. Many of our products have Porsche approvals. It meets all the specs. But we also have oils for normal cars, so you can turn your everyday car into a performance car by using the right oils.
Yeah, and it's interesting you say that because a lot of the guys come down with their families and the kids have cars and the wives have cars, so we see the brand being used in other vehicles, and also for them to come and understand a little bit about why we put these oils in, because a lot of them, they get in their drive, they don't really know why it's important to put these type of performance oils in the car. So I think that interaction that we have here today is really great, and for you also to talk to the guys and get a feel for what gets them excited and why you use these things. I think it's important,
I mean, we always say oil is not just oil,
Yes.
and what the importance is of using the right oil. So, this is an opportunity for us to engage, talk to people, understand what they need, what problems they have, and how we can solve them, and just educate on the benefits of using the right oil. So it was a lovely day spending with everybody, with you guys, seeing you guys do your thing in the wet. So that was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to see the turnout in these conditions, and I'm glad you also talk about passion, because I say that quite a lot when we do these interviews, because it is, people get excited, and it's a nice community of people that interact and talk and share their stories, and we had a lot of hair-raising stories, guys going a little bit sideways here and there, but getting the control of what these cars are like in a safe environment, which is important. And the main thing is everybody's left here in a good mood, all the cars are in good condition, so that's the most important. And thanks very much again to Motul, and we look forward to the partnership going forward. I know there's a lot of big things coming up, and we just appreciate everything, and thanks again.
Perfect, looking forward to supporting it.
Standing here with Liesel van der Westhuizen, and I must say you're looking very racy and looking the part, which is more important. I always say if you look fast standing still,
exactly.
It's a good thing.
It's very professional.
But she's come down in tricky conditions on the Porsche Club Cape Driver Training Day in a very beautiful GT3 RS, and I must say Mike was nice enough to let you play in the car.
I can always play in the car. That's the thing. If you have cars, you've got to play with them.
Exactly.
And the thing is, I matched the car. So it was this beautiful Miami blue GT3 we got to drive. And the nice thing about having a driver training day like today is you can actually just go out, even though the weather conditions were atrocious, and we just played around on the track. And I actually slowed it down a little bit just to practice corners. I had Devon for my first round, then I moved over to Jeanette, who is new to the Porsche Club. And the driving was incredible. You got to play in the rain and realize what your car can actually do and can't do in the rain, and how to safely manage it.
Yeah, and I was behind Liesel actually for a couple of laps, and I was really impressed. Driving nice and smooth in these conditions, and also it's important in these conditions how you feel safer on the track. You know, I mean, obviously these kind of conditions on the road, it's not really ideal, but you were just getting quicker and you were smooth and everything. I think Mike's going to have to watch out. I think you're going to be hot on his heels soon.
I think he's too fast. You guys have secret training. This is our secret, so don't tell anyone. Every second Thursday they have secret training sessions at the track, so they get faster and faster. So.
And I mean, I was really impressed with Mike today in the wet. He drove really well, and he is going quick. I mean, he was nice enough to take Alderman James Force, and I mean, James hasn't stopped smiling. He's walking around, with a big smile on his face.
But that's the thing about this is where we started. We all started together at the Porsche driving day, at the club driving day, and that's where we actually learned our skills with the car. We learned how to safely handle the car, and that's where it all started. That's where the bug bit for Mike. So something as family friendly as today is what actually opens the door to you about what your car can do and how you can feel more confident in the car, whatever the conditions are.
And listen, thanks very much for coming down. It's been great having you, and I hope that we can have you on more of the runs, not just the driver training days. If Mike allows you back, I think he's going to be nervous, like I said, with that pace in the wet. We could be on to something here, but thanks very much.
Thanks, and we look forward to seeing you all at our next club event.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you.
Standing here with Alderman James Force, and he's been nice enough to come down and join us at the Porsche driver training day today. The conditions are a bit tricky, but it's been really exciting, and we got James in one of the cars just to show him what we do on a day like this. Thanks for joining us, James.
John, thank you so much. It's been an incredible experience. I've been here before to do a dry run. Today it was a wet run. And I can tell you the techniques, the experience, and the whole get-together of people that enjoy motorsport. Just shows the Porsche Club's way of doing business. I love it. So for me personally,
we love having you here always, because you get excited like I do when going in these cars. And tell us a little bit, we're moving into spring, there's a lot happening in Cape Town. How are things going so far in the city?
I'm so happy you're asking me that question, because just yesterday I announced all of our new connections into our key source markets. Our arrival numbers in terms of tourism is looking great. I often refer to Cape Town as a AAA rated city.
Yes.
AAA rating in aviation, accommodation and attractions. And on all of those sectors we are experiencing exceptional growth. We have now 25 international airlines flying into Cape Town.
That's amazing.
And so for the peak season, we are expecting more than 200 international flights per week flying into Cape Town.
It's incredible. And I tell you, James, we are obviously proudly South African and proudly of Cape Town. And when we go on our runs out into the spring, we see the lovely flowers blossoming. We've got a beautiful countryside, and we're so happy, and we're always proud of what you guys are doing for the city, and we get to experience it with these beautiful cars, so it's even better. And for our tourists that are coming out, I mean, it's spectacular to come out and see. I mean, any which way you drive, within a half an hour, you get a completely different scenery, but it's all beautiful. Obviously, I'm biased, but it is what it is. But thanks again for coming down and joining us.
Pleasure. Thank you so much for having me, and thanks to the Porsche Club for the work you do, and to also shine the spotlight brightly on all of the things that make Cape Town such a special city. I say it's the people, place and product. That's what really puts Cape Town apart from other cities. And of course, our mission is to make Cape Town the easiest place to do business in Africa and beyond, to connect our city to key source markets, boosting travel and trade. And don't forget, our events calendar is packed.
Yes.
Jam-packed with some exciting events in the motorsport, tournaments, conferences, exhibitions. The Cape Town International Convention Centre fully booked for the next 2 years.
Yeah, and saying that, we've had the World Cup netball.
Yes.
We've also got the World Rallycross coming, electric rallycross cars coming. I mean, there's so many exciting events, and it's great that it's coming to Cape Town.
And to Killarney, don't forget,
Yes,
Killarney
exactly.
is such an important place for us in the city.
Yeah, and I have to say thanks to James, because you guys put it together, the deal that we secured the track, and that's why we can come down here today and still enjoy it in a safe environment, which is important. And yeah, thanks to you guys in the city for what you do to secure the track for us. We really appreciate it.
For two things, spectator value, but also because of the economic impact. And one can see it here on a race day.
Yeah.
All the affiliated industries, the ripple effect.
Yeah.
It's here. From spectators spending money and time, and to the actual race, contributing to all the components, from the cars, from all of the things that make this race what it is. So it's the multiplier effect.
Yeah.
So it's a great place for us to do business with.
Yes.
And so I hope that Kalani will grow from strength to strength. And the work that you guys do to shine the spotlight brightly on motor racing has been such an important sector for Cape Town.
No, thanks, James, and thanks again. And we look forward to seeing you on many more runs. So I'm sitting here with the president of the Porsche Club, Pierre Goos, after another successful Porsche driver training day, sponsored by Motul Oils. Pierre, from your side, obviously tricky conditions, but it went very well.
Very rainy, but good participation. People have to learn to drive their cars in this rain anyway. Got a bit slippery at the end, but it's been a good day. And we're sitting here in the rain, typical Cape Town. But yeah, a good day all around, I'm happy.
Yeah, and I think it's like we said, you know, we're taking guys that have sort of come out and bought new cars and making them more precise, getting more performance and more driving pleasure out of their Porsches. And in these conditions, obviously we see it a lot in the Cape, the weather can change really quickly. So giving them a little bit more confidence that when driving in these conditions, to be a little bit more relaxed and know when the car slides around. And obviously in these conditions, the speeds is a lot slower, so we can teach the guys a little bit about what their cars do at not at such a high speed. So that's great. And I must say, it's really nice. We're sitting on fancy Motul Oil drums. We've got fancy Motul gloves. We've got the caps. They really kitted us out properly today. So thanks again to them. And we need sponsors like that to come on board. But also we look for the right sponsors that interact with the guys so they can understand why they have high performance oils in their vehicles.
Absolutely. It's all about the members and making sure they understand the reasons why we partner with us, with Motul and people like that. But at the same time, I just want to mention that we had the City of Cape Town with us today. We had Alderman James Voss. It was great to have him again. He's a phenomenal load to have with us on anything. He brings a nice element to everything, and he was instrumental, him and his team, to get this track, you know, give us another 15 years on the track, 15 and 15, which is 30 years on the track, which is very important. And we've got to recognize those guys and the work they do in the background and the work they do to make sure that Cape Town is a pretty place to be, that the roads are all working properly, that the potholes are full. I say it every time, but it's important.
Yeah.
We forget about that.
But not only that, it's for us to come down and enjoy this environment in a safer environment for the guys to drive. I mean, there's no facilities like this in the Cape, so for the guys to come here and drive, it's really awesome. And the fact that we can do that for many years going forward. And anything exciting coming up? I know we've got our new Cubby mag, so definitely get your hands on one of that, and it's your chance to be famous, because I'm sure we'll see a couple of pictures.
Let me see if I can find myself in here.
So that's great. It fits perfectly. We designed it this size for a reason, that it can go inside your cubby hole. And yeah, if you want to be a superstar, you know what you need to do. You need to come on more of the runs. You need to come to our driver training days. You need to come to our concourse that's happening. That's going to be great.
That's on the 16th, yeah. 16th concourse is very soon. We got the 9th is Kalani race day.
Yeah.
So we got that, and then we got the 15th of October. The 15th of October, very important. We got nice celebrities coming along on that run. It's a nice coastal run to see
we also had Liesel van der Westhuizen down. We interviewed her earlier on. I mean, she had loads of fun in Mike's Miami Blue GT3 RS and drove very well. So there's just more people coming. The membership's growing. We talk about it all the time. There's lots of excitement. So like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the action.